Why is free agency so slow, and who is to blame? As we sit here today, catchers and pitchers are reporting, and we still have so many free agents unsigned. So let's talk about who's at fault for this. Why is it so slow? And I've broken it down into four main categories. The first group of players that influence the free agency market are going to be teams. Now, oftentimes, teams will drag out the process and try to wait as close as they can to spring training in order to get players and their agents to panic a little and potentially take a lesser deal, because the closer you get to spring training, the more players get antsy and the more likely they are to agree to a deal for fear of not having a team at the start of spring training. Now, the second group of people that influence the slow free agency process are going to be agents. Now, there are some agents who are going to be asking for prices on players that are just potentially too high for what the market is comfortable paying. This, as a result, is going to slow down the process because you're going to create a standstill between the teams and the players. Now, the third group of people that are going to impact the market are going to be the big market players. Players who are very impactful on the market and remain unsigned can hold up the market behind them. Now, there are two main reasons for why this happens. The first reason being that a lot of teams who are going after the highest impact player, the one who's valued the most on the market, are going to first want to see if they can get that player. If they can't get that high impact player, then they're going to go for their second and third choice. So as a result, the second and third choice players are stuck behind the big impact players. Now, the other reason that this creates a standstill is on the player side, because there are some players who want to use maybe the high impact player and see what their contract is and then gauge the market from there and base their contract off of what that guy got. Now, the fourth contributor to a slow free agency process is going to be MLB. And now, while none of this is confirmed, there is speculation that depending on whether it's a bargaining year or not, MLB will try to influence how quickly teams sign players or not. And this is because, again, like I said in the beginning of this video, the longer players wait on the market, the more antsy they get, the more likely you are to get lower contracts, and as a result, you can depress the salaries. But now, during bargaining years, they're going to want to speed it up a little bit so that players are happier and that they're more likely to agree and make concessions in bargaining. Now, every year it's different, every offseason is different, but hopefully this helps you understand a little bit about why the free agent market sometimes is so dang slow.